What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, hit that subscribe button. Now, if you just got done watching the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Philadelphia 76ers scrimmage and were like, I loved what I saw in the first half, smash that like button. And oh, by the way, it helps this content and pushes it out to other Philly fans. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic. The first scrimmage is done. The Philadelphia 76ers come out in Orlando and beat the Memphis Grizzlies 90-83. And when you hear that score, it was not as close as that score indicates, but Brett Brown did a smart thing by not playing Ben Simmons in the fourth, Joel Embiid in the second half. We're going to get into all that. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the home court advantage the Sixers had today. Everybody's playing in Orlando, but the Sixers were the one who was supposedly home. That's why you saw on the banners it said 76ers. Now, the NBA is trying to get these animated fans. So they're going to have animation fans chanting for the Sixers, everything, blah, 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 to give whatever home team the advantage that they deserve. That's why you win games in the NBA, to get that home game. So Brett Brown played Joel Embiid for only 13 minutes, and he went 3 of 10 for, I believe, around 8 points. They didn't really keep track of their scores like normal. They don't got a box score on ESPN for you to go check. These are scrimmage games, but it's so good to have live sports, preferably the NBA back, and it just made you just want to watch the game no matter how insignificant it was for the team. Now, there was a lot of things I saw that were good, especially in the first half. The ball movement was crisp. I love the fact that Ben Simmons still handled the ball at times, but also played down low, was moving. He was setting screens, rolling off them, popping out. He shot a ball early. It was okay. Because later in the game, they came down and they kicked it out to him at his favorite spot. Because we all see in all these practices, where is he shooting the best from? The corner three. And so they kicked it out to him nonchalant, and he called it no hesitation and pulled it up, and it went in. I said, was that Furkan? No, it was Ben. He got the little poofiness up here, so I thought it might have been Furkan from far distance because I was doing the live game reaction and my TV was far away. But it wasn't. It was Ben Simmons, smooth stroke, no hesitation. I like it. Like I said, Joel Embiid played 13 minutes. Ben Simmons only played 23 minutes. He got a little bit of time in the third, but no fourth quarter play for him. Tobias, Joel. You played guys like Shake, Josh Richardson, and the rest of the crew in the fourth, and we were able to keep the lead. At halftime, we were up by 20 plus. I think it was 22 if you don't mistake me, but that's what you saw from the real Sixers, the Ben Simmons Sixers, Joel Embiid Sixers, Tobias Harris, who was playing a lot of iso ball, getting buckets, creating his own shot as well. I seen a lot of good things in this game. The Sixers offense looked smooth and crisp. Ball movement, open shots, everything. And when we needed to make tough shots, we did. The one thing I want to say is Joel Embiid scored a lot of his points. Well, he didn't score that many points, but from shooting threes and jump shots. I want to see him more on the block, especially with Ben Simmons, because you get the double team come over to Joel Embiid and the quick scoop pass to Ben Simmons because he's too big. I saw one play where Shake Milton brought the ball down and Ben Simmons just said, oh, you putting a little guy on me? Post up, give me that, go up and get it. Or actually, he dunked it backwards. I mean, that's what you can do. You put a big guy on him, he's too fast. You put a little guy on him, he's too big. You just got to move Ben Simmons around and let him be where the ball's going to find him. No hesitation for the shot. That's something that we cannot stress more. Ben Simmons, you don't got to make every single shot. Just don't be afraid to shoot it. Like I said, all in all, Shake Milton looked aggressive. He was making open shots. He was creating his own shot. I mean, the whole offense looked good. There's one person that I want to see get going a little bit more, and that's Josh Richardson. I don't know what has gotten in with him since he's been back from injury after injury after injury. They're not big injuries, but nagging injuries throughout the season. He just don't look the same. I don't know. But because we're talking about the offense so much, Tobias doing some ISO, Ben Simmons shooting a three, Shake Milton moving the ball around, and the whole offense looking good with Alex Burke and Korkmaz coming off the bench, scoring points in crucial times. We're not talking about the defense. Tobias had a couple steals. Matisse had some steals. Ben Simmons had some steals. And once you get the steals going, transition buckets happen. The Sixers got to be that team that used their defense for easy points on offense. Again, it was the Memphis Grizzlies. I wasn't super hyped like we're going all the way when we were up by 20 at halftime, but I did see a lot of chemistry. I feel like what they were able to discover about themselves in this bubble, this little bit of time in a bubble, was more than Brett Brown got out of this team the whole time the season was before the pandemic. I don't know. To be every single team that is good in the NBA at home, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Bucks, the Raptors, the Celtics, and to lose to teams like the Hawks, the Cavs, the Knicks, the Nets, all these teams, it doesn't make sense to me. But what we were able to see in the bubble was a team that was focused. A team that was focused and got the job done. And when you play a team that is not the top tier team, you beat them by 20. And when the starters played, we beat them by 20. So I was impressed that Alex Burke, Glenn Robinson, they even played Raul Neto in the fourth quarter. That's when you know you're going deep into your bench. Unless Brett Brown just really likes them. I don't know. But I hope we don't see Raul Neto in the playoffs. And I just like the rotation that I saw. I think you got the starting five. I think you got Al Horford, who plays minutes off the bench heavy. Alex Burks can play minutes off the bench heavy. Matisse Thybulle and Korkmaz. These are the four people I want to see heavy minutes off the bench. And don't forget that poster Matisse Thybulle did on JV. We all saw that. And if you didn't, go back and watch it. Now, Norvel Pelle, I don't think he's going to see many minutes in the playoffs because you got Al Horford and Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid's going to play them upper 30 minutes. But he had some energy. He hit a fadeaway three because the shot clock was expiring. He had a monster block on a nice pass that John Morant did, and he scored some easy putbacks. I like Norvel Pelle. I liked him in the season. I like him over here, but I don't think he's going to be in the rotation. But all in all, it was against the Grizzlies, so I'm going to calm down a little bit. But Sixers basketball is back. The NBA is back, and I believe this bubble is going to change things up. Is it going to give us the same advantage we had when we were home or away? Because if it's away, well, then we're first round exits. But if it's home, we can make some noise. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching, all the constant support. Let me know what you think in the comment section about Joel Embiid when he was there for the 13 minutes. Ben Simmons, 23 minutes. I think Ben Simmons had 9 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Tobias had a double-double, so it was good. But with that being said, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the whole game if you watched it? And how do you think we're going to fare in this playoffs? I'll be doing some more game-to-games, some more live streams for the Sixers throughout these scrimmages and 8 games. And we're going to get busy in the playoffs. Again, I go by Philly Mike. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And for those that do know me, you know how I end this. At the end of the day, you know what time it is. We out.